I think we're ready, Claire. What do you think?
I think we're ready. We've got a good group of folks. Oh, you'd like to meet your kids in 20 years, Holly? That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, folks, welcome. My name is Claire Jefferson Glipa, and I will be joined by my colleague, Amanda. Here are some fun pictures of us with our families. And if we can start the poll, just so we know who we are hanging out here with. We are asking you a question. Are you an educator? Are you a parent? Are you an administrator, an after-school care provider, or other? So that poll should be popping up. And if you can just click which one you are, we can see who's in the room so we know how to best target our information. So again, my name is Claire Jefferson Glipa. I work for Sanford Harmony, and my colleague Amanda works for Sanford Inspire. All of our programs are a part of National University. And here's a picture of myself, my two kids, Naomi Hezekiah, my husband, and then that's my aunt, who really is kind of like a mom to me. We actually are hanging outside. This is obviously before this time at the Black History Parade in Los Angeles. So this was, early February before we were supposed to be inside. Amanda, you want to introduce yourself while we're finishing up the poll?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Rothengas, and I'm the program manager for Sanford Inspire, and I'm thrilled to be here. And I have a recent photo of my daughter and I when we went on a hike in Julian and got some fresh air. So nice to be in the outdoors. We can appreciate it even more nowadays. My background is I've been in public education for over 20 years. Started out as a classroom teacher and then a resource teacher and a principal in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm thrilled now to be at National University. We're based in National University in San Diego as our headquarters. And so thrilled to be able to be part of this Go Open Summit, which is out of the county office, which is in our backyard, and thrilled to partner today.
Yes.
And
so
we'd
are
love
you finishing up the poll?
Yeah, we'd love to see the poll results. I'm not seeing the results.
Yeah, Alicia, are you able to put the poll results out?
I think, can you see it now? Share results?
Yeah.
Oh,
thanks.
yes, perfect. All right, we're mostly teachers. I love it. A few administrators and some other. So I'm thinking other are maybe some adjunct folks. So I'm so happy to have you all here. We can go ahead and stop sharing so that I know my audience, and we'll move to the next slide. So our objective here today is just to explore Harmony, so you learn about the resources that are available to you digitally through our Harmony at Home program, and then also to learn about our Inspire modules and how they can help you as parents and educators utilize the free resources during this kind of unprecedented time. So all of our resources through Sanford are as a result of Denny Sanford, and they are at no cost to our schools, at no cost for us to train educators or to utilize the curriculum because of the generosity of Mr. Sanford. His goal is to make the world a better place by investing in our youth and transforming their everyday lives. So every time we start a presentation, we just like to say thank you so much to Mr. Sanford for his extreme generosity. So during this time, we are all kind of trying to figure out, okay, how do we make sure we get those basics to our students utilizing distance learning? But we know from Maslow's hierarchy of need that our students' needs are really important during this time to be met for them to be able to gain any information. And that's where social and emotional learning is going to be exceptionally important during this time. Of course, it's important in our classroom all the time. So we're always trying to help our students gain understanding about their emotions. What are they feeling and why are they feeling it? Helping them achieve positive goals and learning how they feel, right? And also the ability to be empathetic with others, to be responsible for what they say and do. And so our Harmony program really is surrounded by basically helping make the world a better place, one relationship at a time. So learning how we respect one another, helping our students to feel included, And this is something that we really can do during this time. Even though we're social distancing, there's some real strategies we can utilize to help make sure our students still feel part of a community. Most of our kids are really missing school. I happen to be blessed with a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old, and I never thought I'd hear my kids say it, but they said it this week: Mom, I really just want to go to school. And I think all of our kids are feeling that right now. So what are ways that we can utilize tools to help that inclusion, help our students express their emotions, even though we're not able to meet in a building each and every day? Why is social emotional learning important, period? It is important because we know that our students need to learn, and we have kids from all different walks of life, and building a relationship and a supportive community helps our students, no matter where they are in their lives, whether they're, in a house with just themselves, by themselves, or in a house with all of their family members. Making sure we meet their need will help us encourage them to learn. And so our goal at Harmony is around these kind of focus things: building empathy, creating critical thinking, building communication, problem solving, and building peer relationships. So these themes are throughout every single module, whether you're dealing with little people, or pre-K and kinder, or whether we're dealing with our older students. So our online portal here is where you would find it, and here's just a little sample of what it looks like. And this is what our traditional program looks like. This is the website where you would find all of our information, all of our everyday practices, and the lessons along with songs, and a wealth of knowledge about classroom management. But what we have created is a landing page called Harmony at Home. And this is exactly what it looks like. The website is at the top of your screen, and there's tons of information. And what you'll do, you see in your top right corner, you can just sign up, and it's just asking what school you're from, where you, what your role is, whether you're a teacher or an administrator, a counselor, and then it will lead you into all of the resources that we have. But on this landing page, there's tons of resources about how we can connect with our students. So this is a closer look at what those resources look like. And you can see on your left-hand side, there are our modules there. There's an opportunity to decide what grade level you're teaching. So obviously our pre-K and K are up now, but if you just scroll down, you can see but those themes are the same in every single grade level. You'll also see that there's always a calendar. I screenshotted this just recently so that we could kind of see in the calendar of events. There are webinars and trainings every single day. So if you are wanting to gain more information, you can do that during this time. And then on the right-hand side are our everyday practices. And that's our buddy up and meet up, which is so important to help our students connect with one another and learn and practice those skills, even though they're not in the classroom. In the bottom, there's also letters that you could send digitally, obviously now, to your parents to help them also get in the fun of practicing communicating and critical thinking skills. And those letters, are available both in English and Spanish. So here are resources, again, our Harmony at Home resources, in addition to how you register for the portal, and a Padlet with our Strong Start resources. So tons of different information. Please feel free to kind of take a screenshot. If you don't know how to do that, you can just press function and then your print screen button, and that will be saved in your clipboard for later on. And then also we have a wealth of resources online. We'd love to connect with you. There's tons of fun lessons on Pinterest, and then Twitter and Facebook. There are plenty of resources, and then YouTube. Almost all of our webinars are actually housed there so that you can go back if you just wanted to get another tidbit of training during whatever time you're available. That is where you can find all of that great information. And so we are a suite of programs, our Sanford programs. I work specifically with Sanford Harmony. You'll hear in a moment about Sanford Inspire Inspire. And we also have our Stanford Institute of Philanthropy that supports nonprofits in figuring out how to create a story to help build and support the work that they do to build strong communities. So now I'd like to hand it over to my colleague, Amanda.
Great. I just want to check the chat box and see if we have any questions about Harmony before we go on to Inspire. This is perfect, just what I needed for our district. Thank you. Exactly what we want to hear. We are a resource for you. So thank you, Claire, for that wonderful overview.
Yeah, so I was going to say there's a lot of good comments for you, but no questions.
Great, great. Let us know. Don't
Okay.
hesitate to chime in if
Sure.
one pops in.
It sounded like somebody said they had a question. Was somebody chiming in?
No.
Okay. Feel free to chime in or write in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to go on to talk about Sanford Inspire. So Claire did a wonderful job of doing an overview of Sanford Harmony, and Sanford Inspire is the professional development that is also available at no cost, thanks to Denny Sanford, the philanthropist who believes that educators like you are the ones who made the difference in his own life, and that's why he's such a successful businessman and able to our programs. So the mission of Sanford Inspire at National University is to empower educators with research-based knowledge and classroom-tested tools and practices so they can inspire students to achieve social, emotional, and academic success. And again, this ultimate goal is so that we have those inspirational teachers and that you have your tools to be successful in every classroom across the country. And again, available at no cost. As many of you know, professional development is often very costly, but we're so fortunate to offer this at no cost. So similar to what Claire was sharing, when you to the Sanford Inspire, you will see this dashboard. So you've signed on to Harmony, then you can toggle over to Inspire at any time, or you can sign up for Inspire and toggle back to Harmony, which is a nice feature, and eventually SIP, the philanthropy program, will have their link as well. But for now, you can toggle back and forth between Inspire and Harmony. And when you log on to our dashboard, you will see our two pathways, which I will go into in just a minute, where we house about our modules as well. I just wanted to give you this overview of what the page looks like. So on the left side, you will see our pathways where we house our modules. You will see our upcoming webinars, which are also free to our community. You will see our featured module of the month, which gives you a more in-depth look at what we're focused on for the month. We have Edutopia videos embedded in our dashboard. We have links to news and blogs. We also have additional resources that you can peruse once you're into the site. And that's for if you're a learner overview, a facilitator overview, a coaching overview, depending on your role, you can click and see one of the generic resources. When you're in an actual module, we have more specific resources for each module as well. And this button goes to a map of the modules, which shares the overview of all of our modules if you're looking for the overall picture. You can also always do a search by topic or a search by particular module in our search screen. So that's a nice overview, what you'll see on the dashboard. So our program structure, as I was mentioning, we have two inspirational pathways. We have building teaching practices and developing SEL capacity. So we have modules that were created at ASU about 5 years ago, and they were developed with faculty there and teachers there, and they looked at the Marzano framework and made sure they had the best practices embedded in these modules, and they wanted to make them on demand, so they are all online and available at any time. They're also very convenient because they're only 30 to 60 minutes in length, and you can learn the content very quickly. So we have them broken down from pathways and then further into units. So if you are doing some planning, you can look at the learning environment, the family focus. But overall, we have 73 modules currently that are available in these two pathways, and some of them are in both pathways. For example, building student relationships is in both pathways because we know that's critical for teaching practices and developing SEL capacity. We have other modules, including helping students believe they can achieve, that you'll find in our developing SEL capacity, and then you'll see how to model effectively. That would be in our building teaching practices. So depending on what type of professional development you're looking for, I encourage you to browse our map of the modules, take a peek. It's very user-friendly to navigate. In addition, like I said previously, we have additional resources by each module. We have a setting the stage document that builds background knowledge for the module. We have a note-taking guide. If you are participating in like a PLC, there's questions to ask as you're watching the modules. There's a coaching guide. to help coaches and faculty and administrators know how to use these in a PLC setting or in a university setting. We have module resources that show the research that's embedded in each of these modules. And we have the Edutopia videos as well in many of our modules that link to the social emotional learning that's so critical to Sanford programs. So just a quote that I like to share from Broward County, where they used many of our modules with their in-service teachers in their new teacher induction program. And Linda Whitehead has shared, the Sanford Inspire modules have met a need to offer teachers an online learning environment with relevant and specific content in a format that is super user-friendly. Ongoing access without a designated start or end time provides the flexibility to engage in self-paced learning scheduled at your convenience. So this was our intention, and we're super thrilled to hear this type of feedback, that they're accessible at any time, that they meet the need, that if you're working, you can log on at night, or now when many teachers have a shift in schedule, you're able to log on at any time, start a module, and finish it at any time as well. And just wanted to note the research behind our work. When they were designed with ASU, it was the Danielson and Marzano framework they used. They embedded the TAP, Teaching as Leadership and in Task standards, which are national standards. So you can see them in the module resource. And we have Harmony and Inspire Showcase Schools in San Diego County. We have a partnership with Johns Hopkins and the Sanford College of Education, the Center for Innovation, Development, Evaluation, and Research in the San Diego County schools. So there was a 2-year study that we've embarked on with our 10 showcase schools, that they were using Harmony school-wide and using several of the modules throughout their professional development time. And they had principals, teachers, and students. They used online surveys, observation, and in-person interviews. And the outcome was that they found an increased sense of care in the school communities as a direct impact of using these resources. The school climate improved, and teachers reported that the Harmony and Inspire programs are playing an important role in helping foster students' social emotional development. So this is really significant for us to have the research to back what we know is critical for our social emotional learning at our school sites. So thrilled to be partnering with these schools. So as Claire shared about the Harmony at Home, which is an amazing resource right now for tools to use in a home learning environment, we are about to launch Inspire at Home, and this will be launched next week. So please stay tuned to our dashboard, or if you're on our mailing list, you'll receive an email about when it goes live. But this is definitely going to be helpful in these next several months when educators are in their new role. So we have several modules that we've pulled out that can be very helpful during this time. And we will have them in a landing page as well, similar to Harmony at Home. So one module, for example, our self-care, coping with teacher stress, is highly viewed throughout the year, but especially now. This is an excellent one to review. It's 60 minutes in length, and this would be excellent for anyone to view, teacher, parent, anyone supporting their family right now and wants to review some relaxation exercises, the great advice for self-talk, everything we need right now to give ourselves space to acknowledge and manage the stress that comes with this new challenge that we're all facing. We also have another excellent module, Basic Proactive Classroom Management Strategies. And this is, again, what teachers have used over time. And we know that it can be challenging for a parent who is now taking on this new role to support education at home. So a great module to watch in an hour to give you some tips on what teachers have used to help students and their children stay on task. I think you'd find this beneficial if you were in this new role. Strategies for communicating with parents is one of our express modules, only 30 minutes in length. And this is a great one for all educators to watch now, because great reminders of how you start communication at the beginning of the year with parents, but keep that ongoing throughout the year is so critical. And even now more than ever, that communication is so critical. So we will be posting these modules in this resource in the next week, as I said, so please stay tuned. But this will be a great resource for you to share with your communities as well, who are looking for not only the strategies like in Harmony, but the professional development to support social emotional learning right now. I also wanted to mention again our free monthly webinars. We just had a fabulous one, Mindfulness for Educators. We had over 1,000 participate last week, and we're posting the recording this week on our website and on Harmony's website as well. And Dr. Reyna presented tips for us to be aware of our new surroundings and how to take care of ourselves again, and what we can do to be more conscientious of our own stress levels, and that mindfulness is so important right now, more than ever. We have another great webinar that's coming up Miss Leah Jewell Key is our North Dakota Stanford Teacher Award winner in 2019, and she's now a top 50 global teacher finalist. We're thrilled to be able to partner with her for her webinar at the end of April. She's going to be talking about, she's a high school teacher with new immigrant and refugee students, and she's going to be talking about strategies for supporting diverse learners in our new digital world with everyone online. So we're very much looking forward to that webinar. As we know, many of you are in a new space right now and are looking for ideas and support as well. So you can register for that at either the Harmony or Inspire website. And again, they're free to everyone who registers. And if you aren't able to participate live, you receive a recording, a copy of the link after the webinar, or you can go to our website. So again, we want to be that resource for you and for all educators. So again, we encourage you to share these resources with your community. Really excited that we offer social emotional learning PD in many ways. So in addition to the pathways, the SEL capacity building pathway, which has the 45 modules that I was talking about earlier, we have partnered with the School of Education at National University and with Denny Sanford to offer additional graduate credit opportunities. So Harmony and Inspire educators can earn their Master of Arts in Education with an emphasis in social emotional learning for a tuition of $7,500, which is a great reduced price, as you know, for a master's. So you can find out more information on our website. There is a link to SELPD. Also, this week we'll be launching free Inspire courses for graduate credit, 9 credit hours total. And if you're on our mailing list, you'll receive an email about that at the end of this week, or you can log on to our website. But that's, again, amazing opportunity where you watch some of our modules, and then there's some coursework that's tied to it to receive those credits. And again, thanks to Denny Sanford for making that all possible to support your own professional development. So I do just want to mention partnership opportunities. I'm not sure how many of you are in San Diego County, but since that is our neighborhood, I just wanted to point out that Harmony is very strong in San Diego County. These are many of the districts that we're currently partnered with, in addition to the Boys and Girls Club of San Diego County. And Claire, how many are we currently partnering with across the country, or how many schools are we in?
Yeah, so we're in close to 7,000 schools across 50 states. We're in the entire school district of Puerto Rico and close to 10 different countries across the world.
So yeah, as you can see, we are making Denny Sanford's mission, being in every state and around the world, possible thanks to the hard work of our ambassadors who are out there talking to our principals out there, talking to our organizations. And as the word has gotten out, we are now in New York City schools, which is critical to have the support right now. And many other, we're LAUSD and Chicago as well. So we're making that impact that we really want, but we do want to continue to expand. So if you are not on this list, or if you're interested in a partnership, please do reach out to us. I'll have our contact information again on our next slide, but we do have formal MOUs in place that provide more in-depth training and resources for your district or organization. And if you would like to explore a community partnership with Inspire for additional training and support, please, that can be established as well. We also have a network of teacher colleges that we work with, and we provide networking opportunities and monthly support for implementation of these modules on a larger scale. So we are always looking for those additional partner opportunities, and Claire would help with the Harmony partnerships in the area, or if you are in a different state, we connect you with an ambassador in your local area, and Harmony and Inspire, you would reach out to me. So we definitely want to make sure you're getting these resources that you need. And of course, it's free to everyone, but we offer additional support if you do become a partner. I don't know, Claire, if you want to add anything about the partnerships.
Yeah, so the partnerships just allow you to have more training. So if you wanted all of your teachers to get Harmony trained at the exact same time, you have that level of support that we can provide and to help you think through your implementation strategy. So it's free to everyone, and individually folks can get the information to utilize in their classrooms currently, but sometimes there's a help strategically making sure that all of your teachers are on board and thinking through what time of day and how you would like to implement that we love to do. I absolutely love strategy. So thinking through that in your current culture and where you'd like to go, that's really the power of kind of signing that MOU and partnering with us, so that it's not just kind of a one-off something that one teacher is doing, but that really shifts the culture of the campus and the district.
So thank you so much, for adding the value added to becoming a partner. So at this time, we'd like to open it up to questions. I know we shared a lot of information in a very short period. If anybody wants to ask us or type in the chat.
So I see a question from Phyllis. All of our programs are zero cost. So if you are in Napa, Idaho, we can certainly connect you. That's Don. Actually, he's a really fun guy who works in that area, and he would love to talk to you. And all of those resources are free of charge or no cost to you. I hope that answers your question, Phyllis.
Yeah, anybody's welcome to unmute themselves if you would just like to ask a question or find out any more information. Will the slides be made available?
Absolutely.
Okay, definitely. And Holly has a question. Do students need to create an account to log in and access lessons?
No, ma'am. So we do not keep any student information. So all of those lessons will come through you, just like the math lessons. So this isn't like, what am I trying to think, like a AR or a, Scholastic, where students kind of enter in a portal and then kind of do it on their own. This is something that is typically led, either teacher-led, counselor-led, or parent, in this environment, parent-led, to connect that information to the students. Great. So only the adult would need to sign on to the portal.
And then Andrew's asking, how will the slide or links be made available? And you may have just answered that, actually.
So these particular slides, though, Pamela, will you guys send an email out?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, these slides. Yeah. Yes, if you can email the link to me later, we'll be putting all of the videos, all of the sessions are being recorded, and we'll be putting those up. And then I know if you've registered, when we have that ready to go, we'll be emailing that out to everybody as well.
Those are great questions, guys.
Yes. Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts, or one thing that resonates with you. As we have a few extra minutes here, is there anything that resonates that you can take away from what we shared today?
And we're getting a lot of thanks for your time. I hear somebody's coworker.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Oh, I think that's Amanda's coworker. She is adorable.
Mine just bark, so.
Right? Holly, I'm so glad you're excited. If you have any questions at all, I think you want to scroll up to our email. Amanda, you can feel free to email us. We would love to answer any and all of your questions or help you think through either during this time or even just in general how you can integrate Harmony and Inspire into your everyday practices with your students.
Okay, is there anything else that you'd all like to add, or are we going to?
I just wanted to see if there were any more questions, but just some thank yous, which is great. But I know it's lunchtime for everyone too, so they probably want to grab a bite to eat before their next session. But we just appreciate this opportunity to share about this resource. Any way we can help get the word out, we appreciate this opportunity to partner with San Diego County Office of Ed and Classrooms of the Future, and look forward to hearing from many of you about how we can support your work. And we just hope everyone stays safe.
Absolutely. And Phyllis, I'm so glad this was just in time for you. I know a lot of the information is very timely for most teachers that have been given a directive to move their practice to online learning in a short period of time. So we appreciate you all being here and presenting for us today.
All right. Well, with that, I think we'll close our session, and we just want everyone to have a wonderful day. We look
forward to you reaching out, and
yes.
We really hope you all find a way to smile, find light, and enjoy making memories with your family.
Okay, and Erin English is saying that there is a short Go Open survey in the session form.
Okay.
So if you go to the form that you're using to get to all the different links today, if you can fill out the short survey, there's 5 quick questions. She's also put the link in here for you. If you want to click on that link and fill in that information for us, that would be great.
All right. Thank you again. We look forward to hearing from you. Take care, everyone.
Thanks so much. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the meeting. And I think as soon as Alicia is out, then the meeting will be ended. But thank you so much. It was so nice talking with you all today.
I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting now.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.